Hi, today we'll talk about terrarium. I got a terrarium a few months ago. It was really sad and not really green and lush like you and I like. So I decided to give it a second life. I filmed what I did to fix it, and now it's time to show you how it evolved. So, coming up. Last summer, my friend Barbara and I went from this to that. And that was quite some work, obviously, but I learned how to do that when I was growing a poison dart frog back in the day. Now I have this terrarium that I built also a few years ago for a gecko, and now the gecko is gone. It was for my daughter, and now I will show you the result of this terrarium. It was not great because gecko needs low light, not that much humidity, so literally here it is. That's not great. All the plants I've put in it are almost dead. It's not that dry, but everything points to the window, obviously. Yeah, I will talk about this one later, but that's a north-facing window, so not a lot of light, but still more than inside. This is the light for the gecko, UVB, Exoterra, good for gecko, not for plants. So literally some bromeliads, some half-dead plants. This is a sad terrarium, and now that I no longer have to deal with the gecko, I will make it right. Even the moss, like, it died. Too dry, yeah, it's probably 50-60% humidity. So, yeah, okay, we will clean this, get rid of almost all the plants, and restart that from scratch. So I got rid of all the plants and managed to find a few that I want to keep. But yeah, that's the bare bone terrarium. Really like a few years ago. I have a sprayer system. It's a Mist King. We'll talk about that later. The light, yes. The first problem will be the light. We really need to fix this because there is no way I have a beautiful terrarium with this kind of light, like UVB, I believe. And even though the bulb are probably a bit old. And the bare terrarium was a second hand, so it already lived quite a bit. And the ventilation grill, as you see, it's a bit rusty, so a lot of lights are blocked, so I will need higher amounts of light. And if you're asking about the gecko now lives in Barbara's terrarium, so it's quite an improvement for him. And if you want to see him, he's here, sleeping in the bromelia. So let's go back now. Day one, as you see here, we have lower humidity, but everything is green. So the light is very important for plants, whatever the plants you have. So let's fix this light problem here. And as I said, it's rusty. I could, if I was brave enough, change this ventilation grill for just plain glass. Would be better, but I'm not that brave right now. I don't want to spend the money to fix it, so we'll just do with it. Here we have a nice setup. It was where the gecko was sleeping, and I guess with a sprayer we could have not a waterfall, but at least something green. Yeah, so here, 2 new lights. That's the grow light LED smaller for a sun blaster. They're great because of the size, and I had one sprayer before, and I plan to fix it, obviously. One sprayer won't be enough if I want to maintain high humidity. And here, I will fix that later. Yeah, a bunch of plants that you see, like sad, but they will recover at some point. So, misking, new sprayer, double head this time, very nice. This way I will be able to spray where I want. So that will cover the front and a little bit of the back. And I will also put the old one here and just punch through this ventilation. It's easy to do. You don't need, it's less painful than cutting through glass. And it will spray inside, so not a waterfall again, but it should do the trick. And it will spray also on this side, so hopefully everything turn, there is an airflow. What I like about the misking spraying system that you see here, that's how silent it is. Let me show you. And keep in mind, I'm recording it inside the terrarium, so when the door is closed and you are outside, it's even less than that. Yeah, I can see the areas where the water will fall, so that's gonna be great. Let's put a timer on it, and everything will be great. Okay, so here are the plants I managed to save. Hopefully. So, not great. Yeah, everything is sad, even that. This is a vanilla, believe it or not. But it's not fully dead, so it may recover. These are still green, still alive, but they've been not growing for so long, they will need to recover. And I just put some dirt with the peperomia, and hopefully it will work great because some humidity will go in it. Let me turn that. And yes, you always do some adjustments on the spraying system to find the best spot. Okay, what else I can show you? Well, water will go here and drop here. Oh yeah, we need to fix this moss. Okay, I guess that's the next part. So the old moss on the terrarium is, there is some spores probably, but it's almost fully dead. I will still use it. I will show you a technique I learned from Poison Dart Frog hobby. Chop it off, and then the secret ingredient is yogurt. Plain yogurt, no sweet, no flavor, nothing. And then it's quite easy. I went to buy some extra sphagnum. Sorry, my bad. Java moss. So you get some Java moss, classic aquarium moss, like that. And then you want to like make it tight. I don't know how to say that better. And then you chop it off as small as you can. And then you add the yogurt. And I know people will say, oh, that's gross, but you'll see later. So literally, you want to create a kind of a paste, and that will definitely help the moss to stick. For example, here I'm good. I could use some more. So it will stick, dry, and maintain the moss where you want, and also create something. I don't know if it's the acidity, the nutriment, whatever, but it will help the moss to grow where you want. So it's not like patching a moss, but more putting this paste where you want the future moss to grow, and hoping for the best. And put that in different places, because you never know where it will take the best. Usually very humid and very bright will be way better. But I mean, sometimes you don't know exactly how the airflow reacts inside the terrarium. But yeah, here it will spray, so it should be good. We will see that later. And because I just added some food, obviously I can spot now some invaders. They are tropical hens that came 4 years ago from plants on a local garden center. And they now have a colony, like a hen hive. I will need to get rid of them. Not that I don't like hens, but they are killing everything. Isopod, the eggs probably, and the springtails. So if you want a good ecosystem, you have to get rid of them. Okay, it's been a week, and it's starting to mold, normal, but totally fine. Don't be it's not gross, but it's just a natural process. It will mold, decompose, create more moss. That's gonna get worse, I will show you, but everything is molding, and that's exactly what you want. And at the opposite, some place it won't even mold because it's too dry. So here it is. I don't know if it may take like, I don't know, months. But yeah, and even the moss that I added in it from the grow tent died. Or, I mean, it's still quite humid, but we need to cover the air ventilation grill. So that's what I did. It's been 2 weeks now since I started the terrarium. There is still some gaps, which is fine. It will just help the airflow. But it's now foggy. The glass gets very, very, very foggy, and it's a pain to see through. So the humidity clearly was improved, but the spraying system spray on the glass, and there is not even enough airflow. You see here, there is no fog. It's because there is a gap here, and then it negates this. It gets rid of the condensation, the fog on the glass. And yes, we need to improve airflow, but very high humidity like that, that's the perfect place to grow not algae, but moss. So let's go back to the grow tent and collect some moss, because clearly in the grow tent I have a bunch of unwanted moss. As I don't remember your name, a subscriber told me there is moss growing inside my grow tent. And yes, so I will take it. It's just random moss. But at some point you have, and yes, that's gooey. Let's clean this moss, put some yogurt, and have fun. Okay, so again, it's a bit more dry this time because I don't want that to fall. Here I will put a lot. That's the where I was putting the food. I don't love it so far. It's big, bulky, and casts some shadows, so I will see. But right now I just want to see if I can cover it, making it green, and hopefully I will like it. So you will stick this, and oops, and if it's fall on the ground, it's fine. It will mold again, and you have some moss on the soil. It's good. But yes, you want everything to stick, and the yogurt again will dry and fix the moss. So here we are. I've been patching this. I've been adding some in a lot of places, even on the soil, to see if it helps to cover the soil. But yeah, we'll see. It's been 24 hours. It's incredible. Everything molds so fast this time because of the high humidity, and it's warmer. Yeah, that's Not looking great, but looking good. We'll see. But everything here, that's promising. Not that it will take, but at least all this mold tells me it's humid and hopefully it will be green soon. And yes, we are at a high humidity, almost 100%. So, oh yeah, I added Nepenthes bongzo. Yes, I know I will have to get rid of it because it will grow big. Don't do that, but I just wanted to test. Now let's get rid of this fog. I bought a small fan that will bring airflow inside the terrarium. There is 3 speed, which is good. I will put the lower. I just want the air to move, and that's the USB plug. So it's gonna be easy to put. So at first I wanted to add that here to fix that on the ceiling, if I may, but it will be very visible. So lower speed, and I will show you. I added that on the back, not fully on the back. There is some airflow behind, so it's able to push the air through the glass. That's what I want. Some airflow on the glass because it will help to get rid of the fog. And that's a very silent one. That's why I bought it. Oh yeah, now we need to plug it, but there is always some surprise. Here, that's a timer for the light. Here, that's the fan. Then we have the heating system, we have the spraying system, and that's the sensor push. That's where all the data from my Windowsill and my grow tent are collected for temperature and humidity. I wanted to add this timer for the airflow, for the fan, but it's bulky and noisy, and here you can see there is no space. You will always need a lot of plugs, so buy the biggest one you get, because now I'm full. I need to change this. I don't have the space to put an extra timer. So here it is. So far, that's where I have a few that are blocked, but some are still available. And I may switch the timer for the fan, because this one is noisy and I don't like that. But at least I can still have it work. And we'll see how it goes and if it can, I don't know, get rid of this fog. But so far here, where it's blowing directly, it's helping. Oh, and the thermometer hygrometer died. I changed the battery, but no, it's gone now. I will have to change that. Oh yes, I've been putting some hand, I don't know, solution, poison, name it how you like. But I tried to get rid of the hands. It will take time, and I'm not sure I can fully get rid of them without changing all the soil, which I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, so far so good. A lot of hands died already. There is less and less, but I can still see them. As long as they are manageable, they can stay. But they are under that. So let's wait now. And oh, day 20. It's been a while. Yeah, 80% humidity in it, depending between 60 and 80%, depending on the time of the spray. It's getting green, but see, the moss is not growing nicely. This plant is recovering nicely, but I still have some hands, some parts. Oh yes, this one, I'm so ashamed. I will talk about that later when it recovers, but the soil is not really getting green like that. But other places like here, the moss, where I added this yogurt, it's getting better. Here also, you see the gooey again, the blob, and even here it's getting greener. So yeah, so far the yogurt technique worked. Not everywhere, but where we had some good light and humidity, that's great. But this feeder, I really need to, I'm not liking it. Even green, it's casting so much shadow. Nothing is really happy under. There is no point of having a feeder. And I will obviously add an extra light, but still that's casting shadow. It will need to go. And what can I show you? An extra light now. So I think that's the maximum I will go. It will be good enough. That's the same brand. They are connected to each other. One plug only. That's great. Yeah, the front is way brighter now, so the spraying system will help to keep everything green, but let's get rid of this feeder. On the front, it's green, okay, but on the back, not that much because there is less humidity. And even under, that's sad. Nothing really is getting better. So now I've fixed it. It took me until the weekend, but now it's fixed. I got rid of it. I added some driftwood, some new moss, and here you can see it's way brighter. So I'm expecting this sprayer to bring some humidity, good light, everything will be better. Yeah, I'm quite happy. I should have got rid of the feeder weeks ago, but let's see how it's evolved now that there is some light reaching this area. And I've added extra moss on every gooey blob area, just because if there is some gooey, it's very humid, and that's great for this moss. Oh yes, and the fan now, it's only working, I'm testing, but 3 times 1 hour a day, during the day, not during the night. So we'll see how it evolves. Okay, so now the fan is out. It's 80% humidity, 99 at night, 23 Celsius. So it's warm but not hot. And the moss on the ground is finally growing since I added the extra light. I have some climbing species here. This one too dark. This is getting greener, but not really mossy. This is almost dead. So when it's dark, it's not growing. When it's bright and humid, it's fantastic. Look at that. That's a Java moss, and it's doing fantastic. And here I have the moss from the grow tent. I have an orchid on the side also. I will show that to you later. But yeah, the moss where it's the brightest are very nice. Very fluffy, exactly the natural look I was looking for. And yes, we have a small Nepenthes here. It's a test. And here, oh yes, the orchid. Given by Barbara, my friend. And a small Drosera also that joined the team. Another orchid, this one. Look at the color of the leaves. Fantastic. Another gift from Barbara. And this, I will show you the flowers. They're very tiny, but exactly what I need. Small thing, because that's a small terrarium. And I have another extra Nepenthes there. What else? Here, some Pinguicula and moss is finally growing. Some Peperomia, I believe, are growing too. The moss also doing great. Everywhere where it's really humid and bright, doing fantastic. Yep. And here there is a climbing species. It's finally waking up. So soon we will have some things covering the walls, just as this one. And oh yes, and this kind of a vine. I was hoping for an orchid vanilla, but in fact it's this one. So, oh, someone guess? What is it? let me give you a clue. I'll touch it. And now it's dead. Mimosa pudica. So overall, yes, I've been adding also some other climbing plants. Again, I want to cover the walls as much as possible. But everything is doing great so far. The ground is not that green yet, so I can't wait to have that fully green, and even maybe this gooey will finally start growing something on it, moss, or I just sow some Drosera seeds and another climbing species. So you see a pattern, I guess. Soon we should have something on the walls. Ficus Panama is not quick, but I will do an update like in a month and we'll see. A month later, we passed the 100 days, so that's cool. Quite hot right now, it's June, I mean. 25 in it, they are hitting quite a lot. So that's going to be great for winter, maybe not so much during summer, but it's still good. It will look a bit drier because here everything was filled up with water. That's why you install a drain, just to make sure. All the clay pellet was filled up, even the screen and the soil. So it was all the way to the very top. So I had to purge all this water and reduce the spraying system. And now it's set at 10 seconds per spray. And it's a bit dry because it's hot. They are still happy, but a bit too dry for me, so I would put it back at 15 seconds per spray. And here you see this giant thing. That's the Mimosa pudica, the small one. It's quite happy. Some spike like a rose. It's interesting. Beside that, finally the soil is getting greener and greener. The moss is covering. I'm quite happy with that. Even here, there is some moss coming. Here it's getting drier, again, because it's hotter and less second for spraying. The sphagnum looks also whiter, less green. And even here you see at the very center, that's quite dry. So I will set it back to what it was. And that's it. And this is the Ficus Panama is getting better. Here is growing finely. What else? Here it doubled the size. Look at that. Okay, let me push this out of the way. Here. The Magravia is really, it doubled the size. It was here when I got it, and now it's like twice as big and growing fast to them. I'm quite happy. I had to switch also those two, the air plants and the Drosera, because it was getting very dry, and yeah. Another Magravia, the one that I thought I killed, is bouncing back, so I'm very, very happy about that. No plant died. And here another Ficus and some moss, so it's getting there. Here a bit drier for the Drosera Adelaide, still full of glue on some leaves, but yeah. Small baby Nepenthes, the other one is totally covered by sphagnum, and the Pinguicula is also enjoying the time being on the side, which is fun. Yeah, beside that, everything is quite nice. Even the orchid is growing smaller leaves now because of the high humidity and probably high light. But yeah. And between all the carnivorous plants I have, we almost see no ants. Yeah, this is not an ant. Probably a springtail of some kind. But yeah, they are almost all gone. And this, I don't remember the name, but on the vine, it's getting there. So I thought it was a vine. In fact, it was probably an old plant. And it's fun to have this color. The orchid, it's okay. So, but it's a slow-growing plant. So overall, quite happy. I'll do an update, a final update of this video in a month, and we'll see if everything grows properly. And yeah, and here this area is always quite dry, so the air plant makes more sense, even when I have a lot of spraying. So let's see in a month. It's been less than a month, but this plant is too big. I need to cut it, and we are early July, so it's quite hot there. 26 Celsius, that's quite hot. Even if it's humid, you'll see that some moss are not happy, but this plant is way too happy. So let me show you. Okay. So it's holding on the glass. So as soon as I open it, you can tell it's trying to get outside. So that's also a problem for airflow, etc. And it's covering a few plants and casting some shadow, and they are dividing now. So they are branching out and being way more, taking too much space. So I need to cut that to get rid of these parts, and even the smaller one, because I have some climbing plants like the magravia and even the frog, whatever. So I want them to grow, and this side is healthier, happier. Okay, the moss, yeah, look how dry it is. And I spray 15 seconds a few times a day, but it's just too hot. It's at least 2-3 degrees Celsius more than in winter because of the light. So this part is covering the orchid, which is a problem. Here, the Drosera is doing great. This moss is just plain sad. The other magravia, now it's climbing and almost on the edge. So that's cool. Everything is growing. But the moss is not that green, bit of on a dry side. See? So every time it's spraying, it will evaporate in no time. And here I have an orchid that is coming. So I cannot wait to show you the bloom. And yes, the tiny Nepenthes. I really need to find what it was, but yeah, it will be happier when I clean it. And even this orchid, the moss is taking over, so I need to do a bigger cutting. This will be gone, and then I will show you the results. But yeah, pretty much it's growing nicely, but a bit too hot. And the first step is cutting this part, but I also need to maybe buy an extra spraying hose. I don't know. Here is quite dry, even though I have two here pointing in this very direction. It's not reaching. So this part is kind of sad. I'll need to make it greener, but that's gonna be for another time. So I cut it, and yeah, as you see, we have way more light here. It's green. This will be able to grow faster, hopefully. Climbing plants are not fast. Those ones, I mean, I took them especially because those ones were not fast. So, and yeah, everything is pretty green. I'm pretty happy with the results. I will do an update later, like in a few months, maybe in a year. But yeah, the orchid is doing great. Sphagnum for sure. We have this turtle shell thing, Peperamia prostrata maybe. But yeah, for now it's been 125 days, but I'm pretty happy with that. So this video is different compared to the rest of the channel, but if you like it, just let me know and I can make more. I don't know if you have terrariums, but I know over time I discussed with a lot of people. I know myself, at first I had carnivorous plants outside, and then I evolved to carnivorous plants on the Windowsill. I also swing by fishes, and then I went into dart frog. So usually there is some bridge between these hobbies: dart frog, paludarium, terrarium, carnivorous plants, or paludarium and then aquarium. So I don't know for you guys, did you ever try to build a terrarium like that and to have like a green box of tropical forest? It reminds me when I was growing, if I can say, raising, I guess, the poison dart frog, so Dendrobates and Raditomeia also. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about this kind of video, because they are different compared to the rest of the channel. But hey, until next time, happy growing!